Alright guys, we're back for some coin roll hunting. Searching for anything pre-1960. Buffalo nickels, war nickels. What do we got here? Ooh, off the bat. Does that say 1943? Yep, it's a 43. We got silver right off the bat, very first roll. Holy moly. You can't even make out the... Can I zoom in here? Let's get the light on. I can't even tell the mint mark, but it is definitely in 1943. Let's scope that. Yeah, it's a... So our first roll, just starting, we got a 1943 S, 35% silver. So already off to a good start. What's going on, everybody? We just started literally 2 minutes ago. Our first roll, we found old silver. Very first roll, 1943. And you barely make it out, but there is an S right above the Monticello. You can barely make it out, but that is an estimate mark. We have silver, 35% on our first roll. So we are coin roll hunting, looking for anything pre-1960. Buffalo nickels, war nickels, anything old and valuable. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment. And also, so you know, guys, if you come across 2024 in circulation, keep them. They are low mintage and they are worth about $4 to $5 on eBay right now. Yeah, for you guys just joining, this is our first roll, and right off the bat, we have a old 1943 out of San Francisco. So that is 35% silver. And between 1942 and 45, they put silver in the nickels. What's up, everybody who's joining? We are corner hunting. This is our very first roll, and in the very first roll we got a 1943 35% silver out of San Francisco. So we are just starting. We are finishing off a box that we are a quarter left, and then we got another box after that. So we're going to be at this for a little bit. Alright, so we're off to a good start. We got silver. So far in this box, we have found 3 silver wartime nickels. So it has broken my record already. So we're already a really good box. And let's see if we can get any more. That's some odd toning to it. What's going on, Noah? What coins are we talking about? WSP. I don't understand. Unless it's an abbreviation for something. Oh no, I recycle those. And then I go ahead and get myself a new bag. I don't waste anything. Yeah, I don't get rid of them or give them away. I, dump them at because my bank, my bank actually has a built-in Coinstar, so I don't have to pay any fees. I just dump it in there, get the cash, and then start over and get a new box. Ah, got it. Well, yeah. So we've already had. This is actually only our second roll, and we've already struck silver. We got a 1943 silver war nickel that has 35% silver in it. So off to a good start. Doing well. How about yourself? Yeah, so we're continuing the same box from last week, which I already had gotten 2 other silver wartime nickels from. So this brings the total to 3, which is the most I've ever found in an entire box. And that's actually very uncommon. And remember to look for the 2024s. If you come across them in your change, keep them. They are worth about $4 to $5 on eBay right now because they are low mintage. Yeah, it's really hard to find. I've come across maybe out of all my hunts about maybe 6 or 7 of the 2024s, and they didn't make very many of them. and that's why people are trying to hunt for them, and that's why they're selling pretty well on eBay. And so we are very close to hitting 2,500 subscribers. We're about teetering on 24. And I'm trying to get at least 50 to between 50 and 100 likes. Yeah, so I'll give you guys a brief rundown of what I am personally looking for. Besides the silver, which we already found, I am looking for this year's silver, 1944. I've got my book pretty much complete. Looking for the 1938s. They're all lower mintage except for the Philadelphia and the 39D. So those are the few that I am missing. But yeah, so far so good. This is our third roll. We already found silver. That is the third silver nickel in this box, and we still have a whole box after this one. What's up, Graydon? Yeah, find some good $50 in your hunt. What's up, Derpy? Actually, yeah, I have a good amount of Kennedys. I just don't do very many $50 hunts. And I've got the older Walking Liberties. I actually have a bigger Barber $50 collection than I do anything else. That's actually a really good hunt. Yeah, I can show you guys something really quick. I have to go to my collection. I got a Morgan, an 1886 Morgan that that's been on order for a while, and I also got a first year 1921 high relief Peace Dollar. So I can show you guys. All right, so I got my bargain out. This just came yesterday, so I just picked this one up. 1886 Philly. It's actually in really good shape, and I got it for cheap. And then I got the first year Peace Dollar, 1921. And all the 1921s should be high relief. They are the first year lower mintage. So those were my two ones that I picked up. All right. What's up, Sachin? Yeah, you got the old wheat pennies. I've got a bunch of those too. Those wheat pennies is what I started out actually collecting. I've got some Indian head pennies too, and gosh, I have a couple from the larger cents from the 1850s. I have a couple of those. Yeah, wheat cents is how I got kind of into coin collecting a couple of years ago. Oh, we have another oldie, 1947, and that's in San Francisco. That is a better date. So that's our second hit. Yeah. Looks like there's 76 of you guys in the chat. We are hunting anything pre 1960. The silver wartime nickels, which I found one in our first go at this. This one's from 1943. And that one's out of San Francisco. You can tell, you can barely make out the S above the Monticello building. But that is 35% silver. What's going on, Jason? So we are getting awful close to 2,500 subscribers. We're at 2.4 right now, I believe. We are hunting for anything pre-1960, looking for the old silver wartime nickels, which we found one of them tonight. The old buffalo nickels. The 2024s. The 2024s are a lower mintage and they're worth about $5 on eBay right now. Alright, so there's 80 of you guys in here. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I've explained it a few times about what I'm doing. First of all, we're about 100 subscribers away from hitting 2,500 subscribers. Trying to get at least 50 likes in the live stream. We were hunting for anything pre-1960. Looking for the old war nickels, buffalo nickels. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We already got a silver war nickel and we got a 1947 S. So, and we've only been at it for almost a half hour. It's gone by pretty quick. Yeah, let me scope these for the. I always try to scope some of these for the RPMs, which means repunch mint mark. I don't see it in this one. Keep going. What's up, King Noob Gaming? So we are coin roll hunting. I'm almost done with the top box of nickels. I've got another box of nickels to go through. We are looking for anything pre-1960. The old silver war nickels, which we just found about a half hour ago. This one's from 1943, and these ones contain 35% silver. And you can usually tell it's the silver war nickels if it has the mint mark above the Monticello building on the reverse. So yeah, this one's S from San Francisco. And then we have another one from 1947. So we're looking for anything old, anything possibly valuable. Thanks, Levi. But yeah, we're trying to get to my goal of 2,500 subs. We're right around 2,400 right now. Trying to get 50 likes for the stream, which I should be getting it right now if everybody hits the like button. There's 78 of you in here. Yeah, hit the like button and the algorithm will bring more people in. Yeah, let me show you guys a couple of things that I'm looking for that I'm missing from my collection. I'm missing the 1944 Denver 35% silver. I'm missing all the 1938s as well as the 1939D. So I need all those to complete my book. And 90% of the book I just showed you, I have found doing what I'm doing. Yeah, there's 94 people in the stream right now. Actually, there's over 100 now. You guys hit the like button; it'll bring more people in. Yeah, the more likes the stream it gets, the more it'll introduce it to everybody else outside. What's up, Alexander? If you guys have any questions, let me know. We are trying to get to 50 likes this stream. There's 70 of you. It should be easy. Usually, for proof, they strike it a few different times, and it's very shiny, much more shiny than what you have here. And it's just a deeper strike. It's protruding out more. I do have some proof nickels, and I can show you guys here in a few minutes what the difference is. What's up, Lost and Finding? Yeah, actually, about a half hour ago, we found, in actually the very first roll, we found a 1943, pretty rough shape, silver war nickel. And this one's out of San Francisco. So we did find something good right off the bat, and we got a 1947S. Yeah, exactly. It was a nice little surprise, too. I'm actually finishing the last box from last Thursday, which had already had 2 other silver war nickels in it. So this has actually been a good box, and actually the most silver I have found in a single box. You guys make sure to hit the like button. I at least want to try to get up to 50 likes this stream. And there's plenty of you to do that. So how you doing, Lost and Finding? Yeah, the more you hit the like button, the more YouTube introduces it to everybody else watching YouTube. It just gets added to the algorithm and so on and so forth. Yeah, all you have to do is hit the channel info, and then you can hit the like button from there. That's if you're watching on the phone, I think. Oh, got an oldie, 1954, and this one's out of Denver. What's up, Alex? We are searching for anything pre-1960. The old silver war nickels, which we found earlier in the stream, The between 42 and 45, they made them out of 35% silver. So this one, even though it's in rough shape, has a silver value about $2 to $3. But yeah, we're looking for the buffalo nickels also. What's up, Kilmeria? Yeah, no, it's always a good idea to do it. Yeah, also, if you guys didn't know, the 2024s are low mintage. Keep them. They are worth about $4 to $5 on eBay. Yeah, a lot of people are collecting those because they didn't make very much. Oh yeah, I only because out of the boxes I do every week, I've only found maybe 6 total. They're hard to come by. What's up, Sunda? That looks like an oldie. No, just a 64. Yeah. Yeah, make sure all you guys hit the like button. I'm trying to get to at least 50 likes this stream, and there's plenty of you to do that. Yeah, finding that silver nickel in the first roll as I started was pretty fun. But yeah, we're getting pretty close to 2,500 subscribers too. We got a little bit over. I think we just hit 2,400, but yeah, trying to get to 25. And the goal is 50 likes. So yeah, if everybody hits the like button now, it'll get me way above where I wanted to get this stream. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Those boxes are heavy. I mean, heck, nickel boxes are heavy. Oh yeah, I want to show you guys. Woohoo! That's a good find, lost and finding. So I picked this up for actually really cheap, 1886 Philly Morgan silver dollar. So I just want to show you guys this one. And I also got another one I picked up that was nice. I didn't have in my collection. So this one I'm very happy with. Actually, it's in pretty good shape too for being 1886. Kind of got that cartwheel going. Well, I don't even know how TikTok works, so I wouldn't know. And I also picked up this one, the first year um, peace dollar, and all the first years are theoretically high relief, and you can actually pretty much tell, and they are lower mintage. So this is another one I picked up today too. You can really like multiple times from the same person on TikTok. Oh, come on. No, I try to stream at least minimum once a week. Um, I've been actually liking Thursdays. I found out since last week. Because last week I actually did it was my second best stream. So last week I hit out of 2.5 hours I hit 11,000 views, which was pretty shocking. But what was most shocking was the week before on a Saturday, which I did almost 14,000 views. So I've had some good luck the past few times I've been on, and so far it looks like there's a pretty good amount of you on right now too. So this could be another good stream. I love nickels. I mean, nickels you can find such cool stuff that like people don't even think to look for, and they're out there, and some of them can be valuable too. So I mean, the fact that you can still find war nickels readily in every box is pretty cool. What's up, the numismaniac? Good to see you again. Our Canadian neighbor to the north. Good old Canada. Yeah, honestly, I when I first started doing this, I was doing penny hunts for like ever, and then I just got so tired of doing the same thing over and over. It was getting really tedious, even though obviously enjoy it, but I'm like I gotta move on to something different. So it's actually been a matter of months before since I've actually done a penny hunt. Because unlike pennies, I can find silver in these. Yeah. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. You find some really good, cool varieties in pennies. It's just like sometimes it's so tedious and more time consuming than anything else. It's just, for me, I'd rather spend time doing nickels where you can actually find silver and something a little bit more exciting. 28 boxes stacked. Jeez, dude. One of these days, I've been hoping to score a 2024 box of nickels or a 2025 box of pennies, because either or, they're worth a lot more than obviously face value. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. All right, thanks, guys. We are already halfway to our like goal. Thanks for that. Yeah, really. Yeah, actually, this past week I've been thinking about possibly doing a penny hunt coming up. Oh, it's 2 a.m. there? Yeah, I'm in Southern California, so I don't even know what time it is. It's not even 11 yet, so I've got a little bit to go. And it seems like Thursday night's actually a good night to stream too. There's a pretty good amount of you guys on. What's up, Jose? Seems like I'm beginning the late night crowd. A spearhead. You know, I was looking. I don't think it was, honestly, but I didn't see it. I can scope it. I'm pretty sure that's the one I pulled out. Yeah, that has to be. That's the only one I see. Yeah, I can scope it, but I really didn't see it with the naked eye. No, it's not a speared. What's up, Elena? Yeah, help me out, guys. Hit the like button. Thanks, Lost. Who was it in the chat that wanted me to show them the difference between a regular coin and a proof coin? So I can go grab it right now if you're still in here. Ooh, we got an oldie, guys. We got 1940. This is our earliest one so far. 1940. This is a Philly. There's no mint mark. So, very cool. It's a common one, but it's still an old one. What's up, Kathleen? Oh, I get it. We're getting close to finishing the first box. What just happened here? What's up, Orazio? Hit the like button, guys. I'm almost there. What's up, Chad? So, nickels, I can run through it really quick. Anything pre 1960? Looking for these ones. This is an old Silver War nickel. This one's from 1943. Between 42 and 45, they were made out of 35% silver. All right, see you, Alex. Catch you next time. You can generally tell with the mint mark is generally above the Monticello building on the reverse. That's how you can generally tell if you have an old Civil War nickel, besides the date. So, and we're looking for anything older than that, like the old buffaloes, V nickels. I haven't found a V nickel yet. I found plenty of buffaloes. Yeah, not a problem. So, yeah, so right now we got pretty much melt value for that. Even though it's a junky looking coin, it's still worth its silver value, which is right now probably about $2 to $3. Honestly, I have not found a box of 2025s or 2024s. I have not come across them yet. I would love to come across a box of 2024s so I can have a decent payday and sell it on eBay. But yeah, honestly, so far I have only found one 2025 nickel, one singular nickel from 2025. For whatever reason, or maybe it's my area or whatever, it's because I'm in Southern California. I don't know if they just haven't migrated down here yet. The majority of my boxes, if they are brand new, which hasn't happened in a while, for whatever reason, I've been getting the 2023s. Uh, 2024s is just the nickel. So the 2024s, um, if you can guys can Google search this. All the 2024s for Philadelphia and Denver are lower mintage, far beyond and compare than the other years. 2009 is a lower mintage too. I generally keep the 2009s because those people will collect those. Those can be worth about $1 or $2 if they're in decent condition. Um, that is the main reason why the 2024 specifically are worth about $5 each on eBay. 2025s, I'm actually not sure of the mintage, um, but I haven't seen hardly any of those either. So I think the mintage numbers are still uh, coming out. No, is it? All right. Let's see what kind of goodies are in here. What's up, Wanda? Yeah. Now, you would probably be the person to see that more often than anybody if you're a cashier. You do, especially if you're actually you know what you're looking for too. $5 silver certificate. That's a pretty good one. I have a few $1 bill silver certificates. I haven't seen a $5 bill one. Yeah, and for the quarters also, I always check for the 2019s and the 2020s. I always check the mint mark for the W for the West Point mint, because those ones you can probably fetch between $10 and $20 for. What was some kid spending their grandparents' money, or somebody just didn't care or even think to realize? Because even nowadays, I mean, that's an oddity to even hand that to even somebody. Yeah, and every time I go to the bank too, I always ask the teller if anything cool's been dropped off or anything like um, older dollar coins or older half-dollar coins. About a month ago, I got lucky, and I was told that someone had dropped off two original rolls from 1979s, and they were dollar rolls. So I got two original Susan B. Anthony rolls. I opened one and kept the other one sealed. Then I sent one of the best coin out of there out for grading. So, and I sent it out last week. Because believe it or not, the 1979 Denver Susan B. Anthony dollars, um, there are five out there that graded at a 68 MS 68, and one of them was sold for about $1,500. So quality of the coin is everything. Oh wow, that's crazy. Do me a favor, guys, hit the like button. We're at 20 away from 50. And there is a variety on these ones, guys. Uh, it's called the Spear Buffalo. There's kind of like a die crack, not really a crack, but a large die chip going across the body of the buffalo, and that is a variety to look for. It's worth. I don't know exactly. It's worth. It's probably, I would have to guess, at least $20 to $30. Hey, good morning. What's going on? Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, so we are hunting boxes of nickels. We're almost done with our first box. Oh, we got an oldie here, guys. 1958, and that one's out of Denver. So add that to the pile. So we did end up finding actually our first roll of the night. We got a 1943 silverware nickel. This is actually in our very first roll when we started. It was actually a continuance of the same box from last week. We are finishing it up. Last week, I actually found two more Silver War nickels in the same box. So we have gotten three out of the same box. So usually I've only averaged maybe one, if any. I've never had three silver nickels in the same box. What are you? Nope. Just a silvery edge that is not silver. Nope. Nope. Alright, nothing there. What's up, Susan? I haven't in a while. I've been thinking about going to at least one this year. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I know some of you are going in and out. Some of you guys are new. All right, Casey. Thanks, Dawson Fine. Thanks for stopping by, man. If I can, I'm gonna try to stream again this weekend. But it's looking like my stream nights are gonna be Thursdays because there's actually a good amount of you on. Yeah, you missed hey, Gevorg, yeah, you missed a couple times where I had my little spiels. I try to do my little info spiels every 10 or 15 minutes, but so for you guys who don't know, I'm mainly looking for the old Silver War nickels. So between 1942 and 45, they needed nickel for the war effort, so they changed the composition of the nickel to include 35% silver. So this one's a 1943. And you can generally tell it is silver if it has the mint mark above the Monticello building. So. Alright, my movie, let's keep them down there. And yeah, so we're searching for anything pre-1960. There are low mintage years, like all the 1930, most of the 1938s are low mintage years. Looking for those, looking for the Buffalo Nickels. We found plenty of proofs. The 2024s are worth about $5 on eBay right now. So if you find a 2024, keep it. The 2009s, believe it or not, are actually lower mintage. I generally keep those because you can probably get about $1 for them. I know there are some people that collect those. So we're sitting on the driveway. And I can show you guys the ones I am looking for. Yeah, so I'll show you here. So the halfway between 1942, they were regular composition. Then they started including the silver, and you can generally tell they kind of have a silvery, darkish edge. And so this one has an estimate mark. This one has a P for Philadelphia. This one has a D for Denver. I'm missing the 1944 Denver. So out of all the ones, out of all the silver series, that the 44 Denver is the one I'm missing. I'm also looking for the 1950 Denver, which is a lower mintage, as you can tell. Also the 1939 Denver and the 1938 D and S and regular 38, all of which are lower mintage and really hard to find, apparently. You know, 90% of that book I have found doing what I'm doing right now. So I'm hoping I get to fill at least one of those slots tonight, because this is the last roll in this box, and I've got this box down here. I really hope so. Actually, I haven't found a proof in a long time. There's a time where, like, every other box I was finding a proof for whatever reason. Oh, we got another oldie, guys. 1959, and that looks to be a Denver. No, proofs are not P's. Proofs, I can show you really quick what a proof looks like, but generally speaking, it would be made in San Francisco. Proofs used to be made in Philadelphia for the older coins. So let me go grab one, I'll show you. All right, so here is the 2025 proof set. So you can definitely tell the difference. So we'll put up Let's compare the nickels. You can definitely tell the difference. It's more of a cameo, and it's a darker background. And these are all struck in San Francisco. I mean, generally, these what proofs look like. These are what the modern proofs look like, at least. The older ones don't exactly have as well of a strike as the modern, but you can definitely tell the proofs are definitely more shiny. Yeah, so here's all the quarters for 2025. I actually haven't seen any of these in circulation yet, but this is all the 2025 proofs. Now, modern proofs have the S mint mark. But yeah, when you find one, you can definitely tell right off the bat that you have a proof. Alright guys, we're finally on to the next box. Let's see if I can open it. And we have a circulated set, so. Yeah, symbols. Actually, I was just showing people earlier in the stream, maybe about a half hour ago, what I grabbed yesterday. That's been on order. We actually had on order for a while. So this is a first year 1921 high relief. Technically, all the 1921s are high relief. Yeah, I love piece dollars too. I've actually been starting to like them more and more. I didn't have the 1921 yet, and I actually got a really good deal on this one. Yeah, so I've got that one. Yeah, no, this eBay deal, I don't think the guy knew what he had. It was about a month ago, maybe it was. Gosh, how much was it? It was around 30. I want to say, but it was a while ago. Honestly, I'm 50-50 on that. Thanks, Edward. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I really like Morgan's because I got another at the same time, actually from the same seller. I picked up this really nice Morgan. So it has a really nice shine and kind of cartwheel to it. The reverse is really nice. This one's definitely a future grader. Yeah, I've had some. Actually, what I do sometimes, I put the pictures of the coins up on some coin forums. I've had people say high AU, like an AU 58, even a low MS 62 or 63. Yeah, that one was a nice. It was actually a cheap find too. And you guys make sure to hit the like button. At least trying to get to 50 likes tonight. So best is a perfect 70, MS 70. Then yeah, the whole grading scale goes from basically G4, or it's basically like a 1 to 70 grading scale. There's good, there's very good, there's fine, there's extra fine. Then you get to your almost uncirculated, and then you get to your mint state. Thanks, Symbols. What's up, Jamal? Yeah, so I can tell you right off the bat, I don't mind telling you, we are looking for anything pre 1960. The old silver war nickels between 1942 to 45. Nickels were made out of 35% silver. So this is one we found about almost an hour and 20 minutes ago, from 1943. And you can tell it has an estimate mark above the Monticello. This is made of 35% silver. So those ones we're looking for. Looking for the Buffalo nickels, V nickels. We haven't found any V nickels yet. I found lots of the older Buffalo nickels. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it a thing to stream every Thursday late night, because there should have been a good amount of people on. No, yeah, those are good dates. What do you know the mint mark of the 1939? Because the regular 39 is common. Then you have your Denver and San Francisco. Those are the very less common ones. What's up, Mr. Patel? So for quarters, really quick, we gotta find 1940, and that is a common Philly because there's no mint mark. So that's another find. Yeah, so quarters, anything pre 1964, so 64 and before, is made up of 90% silver. And you can generally tell because it's going to have a full silvery edge compared to the modern quarter, which has kind of a copper clad. Same exact thing with dimes. Dimes is the same story. Yeah, they are clad, but they do make proof sets, special silver proof sets. So the mint does make silver proofs. The West Point Mint will make silver coins also. So there's always exceptions to that rule, but generally speaking, the normal circulated coins pre 1964 is what you're looking for. Yeah, give me 1 second. Give me some coffee. We got another oldie, 1959, and that's out of Denver. We'll scope it really quick for any RPMs, which means repunchment mark, which the mint marks back then were hand punched, and there is always varieties out there that you can find. They stopped hand punching mint marks. I believe it was 88, 87, something around that time period. I could be wrong, but it's around that time period. I do look at star notes, but not on live stream. I don't generally do bill hunts. I mean, I could, but I don't generally do. Um, which one are we talking about, Chad? Come on, I want to find some silver this time. What's that one? Yeah, very true. Yeah, Sibbles, if you have any other questions, I don't mind answering. Oh, you got another oldie, 1958. If this has no mint mark, it's actually a lower mintage coin. So let's look. Nope, we got a Denver. It's a common one. No, I don't only collect it. I mean, obviously, I like finding silver. um, I like it because I like coins and its collectability, and I generally keep about 80% of the silver ones that I find or collect. Um, only a select few that I do resell or if I have duplicates. Um, I'm generally a collector. Yeah, I found some really cool stuff doing this too. I have a coin I sent out last week to NGC that I found while doing one of these hunts maybe about a month ago. If you look up strike through grease errors for nickels, you'll see what I'm talking about. I found one that is missing the entire front lettering. Like, let me see. If I find one, I'll show you as an example. Which those ones I found. There was a great example. Mine looks better than the one that was found that sold for about $600. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more than that. So those ones I have no problem flipping. Okay, like this one. Um, the one I sent off for grading, if my phone will stop adjusting, um, is a grease error. So it was missing all the lettering around here and down here. It was missing, the one I had was a buffalo one. So it was missing all the lettering down here. So I sent that off to be graded. Yeah, no, I'm looking for both. I'm looking for errors. There are varieties. One thing I would suggest, like, get if you're gonna be start looking, get yourself this book. It's called the Red Book for coins. It'll give you a general variety of things to look for and things that are out there where the double dies are, the over mint marks. It will give you mintage numbers and what things are worth in different grades. It gives you a good base and general guideline. See, look at this one. This one, it could be considered an error. I don't know why my phone is doing this. See how it's off center a little bit? It's kind of like an off center strike. For nickels, I actually don't find these types that much. So it's funny as we're talking about errors, I find this. Um, yeah, you can definitely tell by the edge, like on this side versus this side. So it's a little off center. I'll probably keep it. It's not a major error, but it is a very, very, very minor one. What do you mean the L? What are we talking about? The L in Liberty. Are we talking about nickels or are we talking about pennies? Why is my phone autocorrecting like this? Now, the position is normal. It's just the edge out here is off, and this one doesn't really have an edge. It's kind of a little bit off center struck. No, I don't think it's smashed together. I don't know why my phone is freaking out right now. No, it's not necessarily smashed together. Okay, phone, stop doing that. Thanks. Yeah, I do this quite often. So I generally take quick looks at things and I can figure out, you know, if something's off, I'm going to notice, basically. What's up, Muscle Shell? Yeah, it looks like an oldie. What we got here? We got 1946, guys. I don't know why my phone's autocorrecting like this. What's going on here? 1946, and looks like we got a Denver. Let me check the book for any varieties. I don't really see any for the 46. Let me scope it for the RPM. Not seeing anything, but we gotta find. Alright, guys, 5 more likes and we'll get to my goal of 50 likes for the stream. Oh, I gotcha. Thanks for stopping by, Symbols. I stream generally every Thursday night, so and I try to stream on the weekends, but it doesn't always happen. So yeah, no, I'm glad you stopped by. Come visit again. And if any of you have any other questions, under the description of my channel, I have my email address. Yeah. Have a good night. any. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Anybody who's tuning in, we are coin roll hunting, looking for anything pre-1960, looking for the old silver war nickels, which we found one earlier in the stream. Between 42 and 45, those were made out of 35% silver. Hey, Rebecca, well, I'm sorry to hear about that. I really am. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming in, though. I am sorry to hear about that. I can't even imagine. What's up, Remy? So, you guys knew, literally the first roll we opened about an hour and 45 minutes ago, we got a 1943 silver war nickel. So you can tell it is silver generally by the reverse that has the mint mark above the Monticello building. So, and these are all our minor hits for the night too, all pre-1960s. And also a little tidbit for you guys. If you come across a 2024, doesn't matter if it's a Denver or a Philadelphia, those are a lower mintage and they are worth about $4 to $5 on eBay individually. So hold on to those. Yeah, we're only 3 likes away from hitting my 50 like goal tonight. Yeah, it can be. I kind of, I enjoy coming on here and searching for things, and honestly, people like you and a bunch of other people, they have questions about what to look for, what could be worth money. It's good to get the information out there and help people out. And also help them not get scammed by other people trying to sell them or peddle something that's fake or um, that isn't right. So yeah. I like to share all the information that I've kind of gathered over the past couple years that I've been doing this. Actually, I've learned a lot too. All right, I think we're after this. Probably do one or two more rolls after this, and we're probably done for the evening. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to hit the chat or you can email me. My email is in the description and info of my homepage. What's up, Victor? Do you know what we're doing, or do you want me to explain it? Oh, we have another oldie, 1949, out of Philly. Let me see. I don't see any varieties for that year and mintage, so we got another find. Yeah, if you have any questions, Victor, let me know. We are coin roll hunting. Looking for anything pre 1960. The old silverware nickels, which I can show you because we found one during this stream. They made these between 1942 and 45. They are made up of 35% silver. And you can generally tell they're silver because they have the mint mark above the Monticello building. So you can see the S just barely on there, this one, because this one's in pretty rough shape. And we're looking for the old Buffalo nickels, V nickels. We found actually a bunch of Buffalo nickels, the older ones, the pre 1938s, in these hunts, in my live streams also. And you're actually coming in quite late because we're about to finish up here in a few minutes. Because I've been streaming for almost a couple hours. Yeah, we're 2 likes away from the 50 likes goal tonight. So do that before I log off here. Help me out. Okay, so we got one more roll and then we are done. Yeah, and I usually stream. Actually started streaming Thursday nights because for whatever reason, there's actually a lot of you up late. So Thursday night's going to be my night, and then maybe every once in a while on the weekend, just randomly. But it's usually going to be late, no matter what days I go live. What's up, Dakeable? What's up, Joey? Yeah, I'll explain it again. I don't mind. We were coin roll hunting, searching for nickels pre 1960. The old Silver War nickels. I'll show you again. We found this in the beginning of our stream. This is a 35% silver nickel. They only made these between 1942 and 45. You can tell it is silver. A good way you can tell is the mint mark here above the Monticello building. See, this one has an S for San Francisco. If it was Philadelphia, it would be a P. If it was Denver, it would be a D. So these are all the finds for the night. Lots of 40s, lots of 50s. Yeah, it's been a good night. This is actually you're chiming in on actually the last roll I'm doing tonight. Joey, if you go on, just do a Google search for Star Note Lookup, and there is a site that if you enter in all the numbers, it will give you a general run size. And if it has a low run size and rarity, it is generally worth more. That's the only way to tell. It won't give you exact value, but it'll tell you how rare it is, and you can, guess and search about and cross-reference others. Yeah, the 2024, both 2024 Philadelphia and Denver's are worth between $3 to $5 on eBay right now. Average off a roll. I mean, this is actually a really good roll. I average about maybe 10 finds, 10 to 15 finds each. What do you mean, a box or do you mean a roll? Because sometimes rolls can, it can vary greatly. Sometimes I'll go a whole box without even finding a few finds. So, I mean, these have very minuscule value. Generally, what I do, why I like to keep these for once they're older and people like to use them for book fillers because they have books like I do, where they like to fill their books. See, I've got every single silver one except the 1944D, And this book goes all the way up to 1962, I believe. So I'm missing just a few of them. People like these for their books and collections. I save those, and then on my eBay, I sell them as roll packs of random pre 1960s because people like to collect those. I haven't sold those in a while or put them up for a while. And on the silver war nickels, they are worth, especially this one because this is pretty rough. This is worth maybe $2 to $3 of melt value of silver within the coin. No one's gonna want to buy this. This is strictly for melt value. I mean, I have a bunch of these. And with all that said, I'll be streaming again. I may be streaming this weekend, but I usually stream every Thursday. So I am done for the night. I've been streaming for a couple hours. Yeah. So obviously, if it's between 42 and 45, you're gonna get a couple bucks off of this. The rest of them, not real much value besides collectability, or you want to collect it for your book. I mean, some of these, if they're a lower mintage, you can probably get a couple bucks for them. None of these ones are up here, besides maybe one of them. But yeah, so, and like this one I picked up, I'll show you really fast before I log off. This is a uncirculated find that I got, 1943. Full steps, silver, really good shape. This one, if I send it to get graded, it could be upwards of 50 to 100 bucks. You know, because that looks like a top grade one that I found. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, I'll be streaming either this weekend or next week. Stop by. Yeah, full steps is, what I generally look for. I mean, you can see how well the steps are. There might be a little bit of line inside, but I don't think that deteriorate from it. All right, guys. Thanks for dropping by.